Okay, no. Okay, so a quick, oh, there we go. Okay, so a quick little side note before you go in and watch this video. I want to apologize for all the focusing issues that this lens that I'm reviewing in this video has so many focusing issues. It does a lot of bouncing around. It does a lot of bouncing and mini zooms in and stuff like that when I'm trying to explain stuff to you, and I'm really sorry. But it does show, however, the problems that the ultrasonic focusing motor does have. So I hope you can still enjoy this video. Have a great day. Right, so hey everyone, and welcome back to another budget photography video. So let's face it, the new RF range is very expensive. It just is. It really is. As a matter of fact, I refuse at the moment to even buy anything from that range. I'm still sticking with EF lenses because, frankly, they are on the same level, maybe a little bit inferior, on the same level of quality, cheaper, and still does everything that these current lenses do. So, I obviously, as you guys quite can clearly see, I film YouTube videos. And I stand in front of a camera a lot, just like I'm doing right now. So I need a wide angle lens. And for the longest time, that wide angle lens has been this, the 24 to 105 f4L USM, I think. I don't know. But that all changed about 2 months ago when I brought this, the 17 to 40 f4L. And this has got to be the cheapest L lens I've ever brought. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's one of the cheapest lenses in general that I've ever brought, at only £196 is what I personally paid for this lens. So just under £200 for a wide angle L lens. What more could you want? So what do we actually get for our £196? Well, frankly, not a lot. There's no optical image stabilization. There is, however, weather sealing, which is a good thing. But then again, most L lenses are weather sealed. So we do also have the USM ultrasonic focusing motor, which isn't the best thing, especially if you're wanting to use a microphone that is mounted to the camera rather than one that is away from the camera and attached to the person, because you will hear this thing focusing. It is a loud focusing motor, which is a real pain in the arse, like an actual pain, because I've had numerous videos, even with this lens, that I've had to either ditch or just publish anyway, because they had audio problems of the focusing motor going trying to make sure that I'm in focus, and it's really annoying. Now, in general, this lens feels nice. The focusing ring, the manual focusing ring itself, is smooth, and there are actual like clicks that you can hear. Can you guys hear that? No, it's not to my microphone. There we go. You might not be able to hear it because there are builders working over there as well. But there are actual clicks to let you know when you're like that, you're shooting and you're focusing manually. Why you'd be shooting manually nowadays anyway, with how good autofocus is beyond me. But if you like to manual focus, then you can. And it feels smooth, it's nice, it's continuous, and you can definitely feel that click as it stops you to tell you, this is the end of my focusing. And it's the same for the zoom ring. Yes, this has a zoom. It's obviously 17 to 40 millimeters. And again, we've got that, it's a bit louder as you slam from side to side. So if you're wanting to go, 17 millimeters straight to 40, you can, and it's very loud. So it's quite an audible click, which could be a good thing if you see that as a good thing, but it also could be a bad thing, especially in a really quiet environment where you can't really make much noise and you've just got your lens going. Yeah. That lady threw me off a bit there. Don't know if you could tell that. Now, because this is an f4, low light isn't going to be the best. Let's face it. You're going to have to crank your ISO in low light, or you're going to have to lower your shutter speed to get better images. But in general, the images out of it are really nice. They're wide. There's no chromatic aberration or blurring around the edges or vignetting, really. There's none of it. It's a really, really nice lens and has actually become one of my favorite lenses. And there's not much to really say about this lens. It's kind of an unimpressive lens because it does things well. It's not amazing, don't get me wrong. It has its flaws, but it's also not terribly bad. It's just an okay lens. It's a workhorse that for me is going to be put to work. Just like my 24 to 105 workhorse. I mean, actually, why don't I show you what 17mm looks like in comparison to 24. This is 24mm full frame, and this is 17mm. Look how much more room I have. I can move around a lot more in the shot. I have a lot more room. You can see a lot more of the beautiful brutalism. Anyway, and whatever the hell that is meant to be. Yeah, anyway, so as I was saying, this is the lens that I was using, my 24 to 105 workhorse. And I love this lens, I really do. And one of the things that I really do love about it is the lens diameter, because this is 70, this is 77mm. And guess what? So is this. So when I'm not using one lens, I can just put the lens cap on it and use the other one, and vice versa. So now that I'm currently using the 17 to 40, which I'll continue to use for a little while longer, I can protect this lens. So for now, let's just pretend that this is the 17 to 40. I mean, it's basically the same. It uses the same lens mount at EF. It's both full frame. They use the same diameter filter mount. They use the same focusing motor. The only difference between the 24 to 105 and the 17 to 40 just here is the fact that the 24 to 105 is at the moment, when I brought mine, is more expensive, and it has image stabilization. The 17 to 40 doesn't. Oh, and the lens is actually a smaller lens within itself. It's actually really compact and really quite nice, if I'm honest. It really is. It's a nice lens to carry around on your camera. So, in conclusion, what do I think? I think the 17 to 40 is great, and now the sun has come out as I finally decided to do my outro. Haha, I am sorry. I think the 17 to 40 f4 is really, really good. I think it's aimed at the prosumer market. I don't think it's for professionals. I think it's aimed at the prosumer market. Someone who is doing this kind of like me, the prosumer. And yeah, it's a good little lens. I love it. And I can't wait to shoot more with it. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me in this video. I'll see you in the next one. I drained 3 batteries for this video, by the way. 3 batteries I drained.